Our ACC New Year's Day quadruple header continues from the KFC Yum Center in Louisville, Kentucky, as the home team Cardinals welcome the North Carolina Tar Heels, with both teams sitting at 8-5. Hi, everybody. Happy New Year alongside the Hall.
So Powell and Jackson, two highly touted freshmen in the lineup for North Carolina.
And we are underway. It's Louisville that starts with the basketball. The Cardinals team that got a scare over the weekend against Northern Kentucky, but found a way to win. Eastern Kentucky. And now Chucky Hepburn, who has been the go-to guy throughout the season for the Cardinals. 24 in white. They go backdoor, and it's wide open. Noah Waterman opens the scoring, rocking the rim.
Louisville plays with an empty block, 5 out, and they can put a lot of pressure on you with their ability to cut and move without the ball. That's how they put pressure on the rim.
Debbie, you mentioned the Tar Heels still without Seth Trimble, so Ian Jackson stays in the starting lineup. They go inside with Jalen.
The other thing for North Carolina is you got to guard the three-point line against Louisville. But 53% of the shots they take are outside the arc. And Noah Waterman knocks down the first 5 points of the. They have great speed in the backcourt. They run the floor hard and wide.
Great pass, Chucky Hepburn, and Javon Hadley makes it look easy underneath.
Down.
And through 3 minutes, it's been a great start for the home team Cardinals.
And Chucky Hepburn got caught on a switch and did a really good job of running Jalen Washington out.
Here's Terrence Edwards Jr. working on Davis, finds Hepburn. Chucky Hepburn through traffic, no good. Jackson not shy, right to the rim for two.
It's a really interesting strategy by Hubert Davis. He's taken one of their strengths, which is their speed and quickness in the backcourt, and he's figured out how to put the right personnel on the floor. You still can play through the post. You don't have to just play to the post.
Staff at shoot-around today, they said, look, it's taken us a little while to play.
Single coverage, it changes the space, and it has definitely affected R.J. Davis. His number.
A way to win this one. Louisville basketball would feel very much back.
Well, if you know Pat Kelsey, you know everything about him is a winner. His culture is about winning. He's about the process. On the shooter, Rain Smith for Louisville.
Virginia Tech at Cal is your nightcap.
That's zoom action right there. R.J. Davis accelerates off that so well.
Stolen away. Rain Smith poked it free. The blow by. Count the bucket and the foul.
It's just a nice job by Rain Smith. Crosses up Cade Tyson. I definitely think that's a detail. Was incredible. They both were work on every day, especially when you get into conference play, because it's going to be possession for possession.
Then Allen Lubin finds Jackson, fires the three, and buries it. Ian. And Louisville turns it over. Drake Powell, pull up, pop, got it.
Back-to-back buckets by the rookies from the College of Charleston. She has had her hands full as well, trying to keep these guys healthy.
Miscommunication defensively for North Carolina, and Javon Hadley took advantage.
He is animated, he is excited, he loves what he does. The ball dropped last night, he said, no. Said, I'm early riser and recognize a mismatch. Well, you got to shoot that.
Edwards
wide open.
Took a little time to line up that three. Transition three, Tyson got it. Cade Tyson fires. He was terrific for Clemson. On the block, mismatch. And Hadley takes advantage. Javon Hadley, the immediate answer for Louisville.
Brings a lot of versatility to the lineup.
Jackson misses that time.
I like the call from the bench, though, by Hubert Davis to see if you can get Tyson going. And to your point about the chemistry for Louisville, as Chucky Hepburn knocks down a mid.
Off the mark. He played for Louisville 131 games over 3 seasons. This is his first time back in the KFC Yum Center since transferring. Smith, quick trigger, nothing but the bottom of the net for Rain Smith.
Rain Smith is so good filling behind that penetration.
Quieting the crowd, Jalen Washington counted.
I think
Jackson flying to the rim, but he misses the finish. Ian Jackson so explosive, but he's missed 3 layups in this first half. Catch and shoot, Rain Smith. That's what he does best. Nine points in this first half for Rain Smith. And it's a 6-point lead for Louisville, their largest of the night. Cadeau down the lane, gets it to go.
Really patient, Cadeau. He's an excellent down.
And a foul on the alley-oop attempt, with Scott flying to the rim.
James Scott.
They can feed it to him like Chucky Hepburn, who's in discussion with Pat Kelsey over on the Louisville sideline.
Action where R.J. Davis is so good at accelerating off that pin down into a dribble handoff, and he can turn a corner.
Shot clock down to 5. Tyson rejected from behind. Noah Waterman says, get that out of here.
R.J. Davis and making him turn him into a passer.
Hepburn lobs it up. James Scott, we were just...
And it opens up Scott at the rim.
Scott, a North Carolina native, another one that followed Pat Kelsey from the College of Charleston. Back door's open. Davis gets his first basket of the night. Carolina been trying to get R.J. Davis going.
But you know, that's one of the things that Pat Kelsey wanted to do, was force R.J. Davis to go back door, hoping that we'd have some help at the rim. It was just a great cut by R.J. Davis.
Good pump fake. Edwards Jr. right back to Scott, who's feasting. James Scott back-to-back baskets. Cadeau lines up the triple. Too much on it.
They're going to keep going under until he makes a few.
Edwards Jr. with a head of steam right to the rim, lays it up and in for 2.
One of the timeouts, Mikel Brown Jr. committed to the Louisville Cardinals today. He's here, he's on the Jumbotron, he's at midcourt. You remember when you used to not be able to do any of that stuff?
R.J. Davis, exactly what Carroll...
Pretty good job guarding taller defenders. And Edwards dribbles to the corner.
Shot clock down to 3. Roots has to heave it, and he does. Off the mark. Carolina comes out of the timeout, and R.J. Davis 3. Now a scoop to the hoop. Back-to-back baskets for R.J. Davis.
It's a really good advanced pass by Elliot Cadeau, and then once R.J. Davis saw Rain Smith backpedaling, he made the right choice.
The blow by Javon Hadley. They might be undersized in height, Carolina, but they're still long with the likes of Van Allen Lubin and Drake Powell. Hepburn into the lane, draws contact.
His game up against R.J. Davis.
Oops, that's 10 Eastern on ACC Network. Half trailing by 6.
I think you want to see if R.J.'s got the hot hand, so I think you run something for him right here.
He was scoreless for 12 minutes and now has scored 7. And draws the foul.
Yeah, it's a good call from the bench by Hubert Day. And then it's their ability off the bounce in the quarter court.
A 2-possession game and say this is nothing.
Well, they had 5 players in double figures, put the game away for North Carolina.
Hepburn Great feed, everything but the finish. Scott somehow.
Scott. So Chucky says he has confidence in him and he just keeps encouraging him.
At beginning. Powell takes it lefty, no good. Hepburn goes right at the freshman Powell after he missed it. How fun is
out on an offensive rebound, and North Carolina has a 2-for-1 opportunity here.
Jackson sees the lane, loses his shoe, gets blocked, and a whistle underneath. Off those back-to-back big games, career high 26 points.
For Withers for a defensive possession, and Pat Kelsey counters with Rain Smith.
Rain Smith leads the Cardinals with 9 points in this first half. R.J. Davis guarding Smith, the freshman Drake Powell on Chucky Hepburn.
Just going to try to keep Chucky Hepburn on this side of the floor. Drake Powell doing a good job not using his hands.
Shot clock down to 5. Hadley. And a foul called. Hubert Davis doesn't like it. What could be a point or two. You understand why he's given Valentine it.
They're going to get R.J. Davis downhill right here.
Hepburn all over Davis. Down to 2 seconds. Davis has to hurry. Got the shot off, but misfired. Great defense by Chucky Hepburn. And Louisville takes a 6-point lead.
Oh.
The Tar Heels start with the basketball, trailing by 6. Both teams entered 8 and 5 to start 2025. It's ACC play the rest of the way. All 10 losses, by the way, 5 each side, all to ranked teams. So this is a critical game between two teams looking to separate themselves in the ACC. Ian Jackson, what a start to this second half, the explosive freshman.
He's had no trouble getting to the rim. He's had some trouble finishing, but not that time.
R.J. Davis picking up Chucky Hepburn, the 2 veteran guards. They've been so fun to watch, and Hepburn gets the better of Davis there. Cadeau hands it off. Jalen Washington an immediate answer.
Really nice execution, and that's something Elliot Cadeau does so well in their ball screen action. He is such a good deliverer of the basketball, especially to the big man on a roll.
Hepburn followed his errant pass, cleans up his own spill. There's Noah Waterman. Started the game strong. He had the first 5 points for Louisville, been quiet since. Hepburn just backing down the freshman, Chucky. Hepburn, the lob. Gathering at the rim, James Scott is fouled.
Many post moves, and he's not a very good free throw shooter, but he
That's the opposite of you, Debbie. Finally, Scott gets one to go. Elliot Cadeau, the drive, draws contact.
This is where I think he'll learn how to finish at the rim or get to the free throw line against taller defenders.
Use the football analogy as a quarterback. Sometimes it's okay to...
North Carolina can absolutely be relentless. They're looking to attack, always looking downhill, trying to drive into the paint, get a piece of the paint.
And
just
then
like that.
Pass it off. Drake Powell the finish, but it was all set up by Cadeau's drive. The lob. He's always at the rim. James Scott flying to the basket.
There's a mismatch. They're going to clear it out right here and let Hadley go one-on-one.
Right back to Scott. They're just feeding him. James Scott.
I think sometimes when you have your offense in front of you, you don't need to call a timeout from the bench.
Lubin. And a foul called. Ian Jackson.
He likes to play fast, and it's not just always offensive decisions. It's his defensive rhythm.
They're going to go full court pressure.
I think Louisville will be better prepared for it this time.
They missed. So the Tar Heels couldn't set up their trap even if they wanted to. And it's an 8-point lead for Louisville. Two teams at 8 and 5, just as ACC play is starting to heat up. Critical conference game, and the Cardinals are rolling. Roots, the freshman, getting in on it, and it's an 11-point Louisville lead.
A 15% shooter, but when you get behind the basketball and have your good footwork, you can knock it down. Nice play by North Carolina coming back to respond.
Quiets the crowd down, but temporarily, Louisville getting everything they want to start the second half until Van Allen. Lubin has something to say about it. They go right back to Lubin on the offensive end, delivering on both ends of the floor, the junior Van Allen Lubin.
Quick strike and that single side coverage. Single side ball screen.
Terrence Edwards Jr. goes right into Cadeau, draws the contact, and it falls. And one opportunity comes. They need to find a way to get some stops. Trailing by 9. Here's R.J. Davis. Great pass. And a block is the call. Home fans don't like it.
Of course not. Step up screen. Slipping out of that. Good pass.
Freshman to freshman. Ian Jackson finds a wide open Drake Powell.
Louisville has to be careful that they don't allow North Carolina to get behind them on those cuts. Got to keep everybody in front.
Rain Smith driving off the window and in for 2.
With the offhand.
In comes Noah Waterman.
I think Hubert Davis has gotten very good production out of the 5 spot today. Boy, he is so smooth, Ian Jackson.
Nothing but the bottom of the net, the freshman. Waterman off the feed from Scott. Noah Waterman somehow gets it to go.
After Waterman hits the game winner against EKU, Pat Kelsey's first thing in the post-game press conference is toughness on Noah Waterman. You saw it right there.
And somehow that for this game for Pat Kelsey, that's a rarity. Let's see how the Cardinals manage without him. Waterman lines up a 3. No good. Traore there to clean up the spill for 2.
Good job on the weak side. Both these coaches know where the weak link is defensively, and they're both trying to attack it.
Ian Jackson, pull up, and a foul called.
Of what he could do on the defensive side of the ball.
Has been the catalyst. Can he be the catalyst again in a comeback effort on the road in conference play? And Waterman shoved out of bounds by Kate.
Bonus too, so we might be shooting a lot of free throws here.
And Waterman misses.
Up the floor.
Jackson feeding inside. Washington misses it. And Tyson bumps Hepburn on the ensuing rebound, and Louisville will head right back to the foul line. 1-and-1 for Hepburn.
That's
that rims out.
Back-to-back 1-and-1s that Louisville has missed.
Has fared better at the foul line, 10 of 13.
We've seen a change in rhythm by both teams. Third, he doesn't need any help, and Rain Smith stands him up.
Traore misses the layup. Nothing will fall for the Cardinals right now. They've missed 5 in a row. R.J. Davis, contact, counted, plus the foul. R.J. Davis.
It has helped the game.
Davis
coming out of timeouts.
Shot clock down to 10. Here's Javon Hadley. Spins past Withers. Trying to find Smith in the corner. Knocked away.
RJ Davis read that hammer screen action on the backside perfectly. A huge defensive play.
9 minutes remaining. Louisville desperate for a basket. And a foul called. 1 of 6 in this second half. And Hepburn makes that one. Finally, Virginia Tech taking on Cal. ACC play is here the rest of the way. Non-conference.
The flare screen forces the switch. RJ Davis has got James Scott on him.
Mismatch. Jackson lines up the three and buries it. Ian Jackson. Davis, pull up pop. No good.
Oh, this is going up.
And in! Rain Smith. He'll make you pay from 3.
North Carolina made a mistake in transition, and Rain Smith made him pay.
Davis splits the double. Great pass. Withers throws it down against his former team. Hepburn trying to take over and does. Back and forth we go in Louisville.
RJ's made 2 great passes the last couple of trips. This time he turns it over.
Stolen away. Edwards Jr. fouled. Project in all of college basketball. And his team will be in the double.
Now this is where you miss Seth Trimble for sure, who's not available.
Jr. finds Hadley. Handoff. Rain Smith, a 3. No good. So Jackson pushing the tempo like they...
He has improved in the 10 weeks, and you got to give credit to the staff at North Carolina for his improvement in pace of play and understanding the game a little bit better at this level. Takes some time for a freshman, even as skilled and talented as he is.
Hepburn going right at RJ Davis, gets the contact, but it rims out.
Score. That changes when it becomes winning time. Slip out of it, then they go stagger for Jackson and Chucky. Hepburn is right there.
All over the freshman. Drake Powell down the lane, and he draws contact. And that is the 4th foul against Rain Smith. Creative offense, defense potentially in the final 5 minutes and 30 seconds. Shot clock down to 7. Hepburn in attack mode, ripped away. Up ahead, Ian Jackson. And 1! The freshman, Ian Jackson.
He is so explosive. A lot of contact right there. The tip and deflection. Ian Jackson steps around and over.
3rd straight 20-plus game.
Shots not falling.
Hepburn fouled as he split the double team. The freshman Drake Powell reached in. That is becoming the story. 7 of 14 in this second half.
Wide open.
Three minutes to play. Shot clock at 5. Hepburn fouled, shooting 3.
Can't commit that foul.
Hepburn's got the first 2.
And engaged over there. He's got an offensive coordinator, a defensive coordinator. North Carolina, it's so loud in here.
An awesome atmosphere in college basketball that has returned after a couple of seasons in the basement. Can they close out this win here at home? Smith a 3. Got it! And a foul on the other end of the floor. It is. I think it should have been reset to 30. Instead, it's under 10. Edwards Jr. Shot clock down to 3. Driving on Jackson. Leaves it short. Offensive rebound. Keeps it with Louisville.
Cadeau's got 4.
Hepburn hands it off. James Scott hammers it home. Swatted by Scott. He's doing everything right now.
And Cadeau has to commit that foul. That's his 5th. What a block by Scott. And be positive in the turnover margin.
Time not on the Tar Heel side.
Start looking for a 3.
Davis tangled up, forces it up, empty possession.
That is a lockdown defensive effort. Everyone 1 pass away. That's going to look good on film tomorrow.
Hepburn fouled again, shoved into the stands. They throttled Indiana, and they're going to have a double. Hepburn with 19 points in the second half. He took over down the stretch, and North Carolina did not have an answer.
They need a 3.
But Jackson instead fouled and will shoot 2.
Floor, who's also one of the top defenders on the perimeter. Louisville doesn't have to take a shot here.
The Cardinals went on that 12-0 run. Edwards fouled hard going to the rim.
Pat Kelsey immediately looks at Hubert, says, "My fault. I was trying not to take a shot, but the lane opened up." He's apologizing to Hubert Davis.
Now a homecoming of sorts for Jalen Withers. His first time back in this arena. That he's 70-69 Louisville. We thought. Now the program that was down in the basement of college basketball is back where they belong. A statement win. Louisville knocks off North Carolina 83-70.